Okay, hi everyone, this is Rule 01, and this is part 12 of What If Deku Had Lelouchs powers. We cut back to Deku and the rest of the class right after they did their provisional license exams, and everyone passed, and Bakugo and Deku had their little fight, which is more of a one-sided thing, but yeah. Okay, so now we're going into them going into their work study. Okay, let's continue. So Deku and the rest of the class were excited to have their licenses. Aizawa came to class and explained that since they have their licenses, they could do work study. To help him explain, Aizawa introduced the big three. And only Deku knew who they were since he met them before. These are the big three, the strongest third years, and they have enough skill and experience to match pro heroes today. Each of the big three introduced themselves, with Tamaki being so shy that Miria had to introduce him. Hey Midoriya, it's been a long time. And then Nedry would say, it's good to see you, Midoriya, while Tamaki quietly said hello. Yeah, it's been a while. How's it going? Deku and the big three had a little side conversation until Aizawa interrupted them and asked if they could get back on topic. Miria tried to explain more about work study, but then decided it was better just to show them by fighting. Class 1A was thinking it was going to be easy if all of them went against Mirio. Aizawa asked Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo not to join the fight. The other students were a little worried that their three strongest fighters were taken out. This would be a little difficult. Momo took charge as the vice rep of the class, telling them to be ready. Like in the anime, Mirio went intangible and started to knock some of the students out. Momo, Anjiro, and Shoji tried to locate Mirio to try to predict where he would pop out so they could attack. It was difficult, and they did manage to hit Mirio a few times. Their teamwork was solid, but Mirio was unpredictable and would take them out one by one and then eventually win. Class was a little disappointed that they lost, boasting that it was going to be easy. And then Mirio, hey, don't get down in the dumps. You managed to hit me a few times. That's not easy. You guys work well together. Mirio gave them the thumbs up. Everyone cheered up with the praise. Nedry then said, Momo, you showed good leadership. Momo was a little bit embarrassed that she got praised for her role and all she did was give people orders. Well, I can't take all of the credit. Midoriya made sure that everyone would do team exercises as well with our hero training. Everyone in class agreed that Deku had done a lot for them as the class rep. And then Mirio would say, we know, Midoriya was the one who came up with the plan to stop All for One. He really took charge, and the other pros followed his lead. Deku was slightly embarrassed about that, and everyone was looking at him. And then Aizawa would say, yes, Midoriya is an exceptional, great leader, which is why I wanted to see how you would do without him, and you didn't disappoint me. Everyone was surprised to hear that. There is still room for improvement. Never forget that. The students nodded in agreement. Now, you three, he motioned to Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo, will be fighting the big three. And Midoriya, you can't use that power. Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo stepped up while the rest of the class was cheering them on. Aizawa signaled and Mirio slipped under the ground, and Zuko said, I'll focus on Mirio. Todoroki, you take Tamaki, and Bakugo focus on Nedry. Todoroki nodded in agreement, while Bakugo protested. Screw you, nerd. I'm not taking orders from you. I'm going after the strongest guy. Deku wanted to argue, but he needed to focus. Fine, Bakugo. Then you better look behind you. As he said that, Mirio pops up behind them. Wow. You're able to predict me? I'm impressed. Bakugo threw an explosion at Mirio, but then he just went through it, and then punched Bakugo in the face. Deku flew forwards towards Nejire. They had an aerial battle, shooting energy blasts at Deku using his air pressure and black whip to try to knock her out. Todoroki focused his attention on Tamaki, who was looking nervous. This guy doesn't seem to have confidence to be a hero, Todoroki thought. Todoroki launched a wave of ice at Tamaki, but he dodged it, manifesting a tentacle arm, and Tamaki tried to capture Todoroki, but was kept at a distance by his fire and ice. The battle raged on for a long time, but neither side letting up. That changed when one of the big three slipped. Tamaki got caught in Todoroki's ice. And then Deku would say, Todoroki, I could use a little help here. Todoroki saw that Deku was trying to catch Nejire with his black whip, but she was too fast. Todoroki brought up a wall of ice, blocking her path, and Deku caught her. 2 down, 1 to go, Deku said, and Shota nodded. They saw that Bakugo was shooting explosions in every direction trying to hit Mirio. Deku and Todoroki tried to step forward, but then a blast was thrown at their feet. Stay away, this is my fight, Todoroki then would say. There's no way we're getting close to that. You're right. I guess we'll have to think of a way to stop Mirio without getting caught in Bakugo's explosions. Deku stood there thinking for a moment. Couldn't we just wait for Mirio to knock out Bakugo, then we take him down? That was actually a good option. The only other thing they could do is use their quirk to stop Bakugo, then focus on Mirio, but that would make Bakugo mad, so they just came up with a plan while they waited for Mirio to knock him out. Mirio eventually knocked out Bakugo. Gosh, this guy's got spirit. He didn't go down easy. You don't know the half of it, Deku said. Deku then blitzed Mirio. Mirio went underground. Deku tried his best using Black Whip and his speed, but Mirio kept using his intangibility. Todoroki was in the middle, providing cover from a distance, and Deku kept backing up until Todoroki and him were back to back. Mirio dived underground one more time. I guess it's time, Todoroki then said. Got it. Todoroki launched a huge wave of ice surrounding them. Deku created a dome using Black Whip, and in the darkness he heard Mirio. Oh man, it's cold. Where am I? He started shivering. Then Deku collapsed the dome over Mirio, capturing him. The match was over, and Deku and Todoroki won. The class gathered around and congratulated the two, Uraraka running up and hugging Deku. Aizawa clapped. Well done. You two did very well. And then he turned to Bakugo. Bakugo, you need to get over your ego and pride. This isn't the first time that it's cost you victory, and in the real world, it would get people killed. Bakugo just scoffed and grumbled to himself. The next day, the students applied for work studies, but instead only a few of them getting work studies. Most of them class went to work studies with the big three. The same people in canon go to the same work studies. The difference is that Momo and Mina went with Mirko, Jiro went with President Mike, Todoroki and Denki went with Endeavor. Deku heads to Night Eye's agency. When he gets to the building, he meets Mirio. They enter Night Eye's office, and there he is, the man himself, sitting at the desk, palms together, giving a death stare to Deku. After Deku asked if he could do work study with Night Eye, Mirio was asked to leave the office. I'll be perfectly blunt with you. I don't believe you deserve to be All Might's successor. It should have been Mirio, Night Eye said with a cold glare. Night Eye continues to explain that how he wanted Mirio to be the next All Might, how he showed the same personality as All Might. But unfortunately, he passed the quirk on to you. This shocked Deku to hear that why Night Eye showed hostility back then. Night Eye challenged Deku to do the same thing to steal his stamp, but not going the way he thought. Deku just used his Gyos. After the papers were signed, and there he was in the agency. Before he left, Deku said something. All Might once told me that he didn't want me to be another symbol of peace. He wanted me to be better. Night Eye was confused at what All Might said. You two should talk again. You don't want to have any regrets. And then he left. Night Eye contemplated about what Deku said, and eventually called All Might. Okay guys, this is part 12. I'm sorry for not putting stuff out there. It's just that, my editor, his stuff got erased. Even some of his old videos, my old videos, they got erased. So yeah, I tried to re-record, but I've been busy with work and stuff. Sorry, I haven't been on that. It's just that, yeah, life hits hard, and you know it. So like, comment, subscribe, share this, and I hope I'll see you all later.